The leadership qualities I most admire in others have to be authenticity and integrity. I've always looked up to those who stay true to themselves while also doing what is right, especially in the face of adversity and dissent. True leaders stand up for themselves and others, or a cause they deeply believe in, even when it comes at a personal cost. To me, in a world where leadership is often about image, seeing someone stay true to themselves while also doing what is right, now that is someone worth following.
The key to leadership, in my view, is getting people to follow you and getting the most out of the people who are around you. So the leadership qualities that I appreciate most in others are the people who can find their own voice, but can do more to elevate the voices of others and to bring out the best of their teams.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe the most needed leadership qualities are adaptability and perceptiveness. A leader must be agile and ready to adjust strategies as new challenges and opportunities emerge. Equally important is being perceptive. The ability to recognize and understand the unique skills and potential of each team member creates an environment where every team member is valued and each contribution is essential to collective success.
My favorite leadership quote is, "A genuine leader is not a searcher of consensus, but a molder of consensus." I like this quote because it depicts that a true leader doesn't just look for agreement and approval from others. Instead, that leader leads by guiding and bringing people together.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe the most needed leadership qualities are strong communication, adaptability, decision-making, accountability, and respect. Leaders must inspire and motivate, foster collaboration, adapt to change, and make responsible decisions while fostering positive team relationships that are built around trust.
My favorite leadership quote is that if you are going to doubt something, doubt your limits, because it means that you can dream big and never give up.
My favorite leadership quote is, "Don't sit down and wait for opportunities to come. Get up and make them," by Madam C.J. Walker. Because as a leader, you want to be proactive, not reactive. As a leader, you recognize when things are stagnant and need to change. This is where you show courage, and this is where you show resilience. This is also where you show your integrity and honesty, and you get up and make that change.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe the most needed leadership qualities are the ability to bring unity, compassion, and harmony, especially in times of uncertainty. The act and willingness to expand the table and make sure that everyone has a seat so that we can inspire hope and belonging in order to face the uncertainty together and with confidence and courage. Thank you.
The leadership qualities I value most are trust, respect, and empathy. It's important that we can trust our leaders, but it's vital that our leaders trust us. You can't lead a community if you don't respect the people you're serving and believe them when they tell you their needs. We need to trust that each person is the expert in their own lived experience, so we can empower them to be leaders in their own right.
My favorite leadership quote is from Ralph Nader, which states, "The function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers." I believe that a true leader empowers and inspires others to become the best version of themselves. They mentor, they uplift, and cultivate an environment of trust and unity.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe that the most needed leadership qualities are resilience, adaptability, empathy, And honestly, the ability to just roll with the punches. Because let's face it, great leaders, they don't always have a plan. They don't. They pivot sometimes. But while they do that, they also lift their teams up. And they make the journey exciting, even when the road gets bumpy. And another thing is great leaders, they don't always have the answers. Not at all. It's about sometimes navigating the unknown together, but with confidence and a little bit of fun.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe the most needed leadership quality is empathy. In an era where technology often distances us from one another, empathy brings us closer, fostering a sense of community and collaboration. I believe empathetic leaders are those who listen actively and who engage with their teams not just as colleagues, but as individuals with unique stories and perspectives. As leaders, when we prioritize empathy, we inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect that transforms organizations and communities.
My favorite quote is, "Nobody can give you freedom, nobody can give you equality or justice or anything. If you're a man, you take it," by Malcolm X. I really enjoy this quote because it emphasizes that nothing in life is given, everything is taken. It's not necessarily a negative thing, it's just the truth of the world we live in.
In a continuously evolving world, the leadership qualities that I admire most are authenticity and curiosity. At the end of the day, the world needs you with all your unique perspectives, experiences, and ideas, but we also need you to be curious to learn about other people's experiences, to take time to see what they're navigating, and to put those ideas with your experiences to think about how we make the world a better place for all of us.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe the most needed leadership qualities include active listening, integrity, and courage. It's incredibly important to embrace new ideas, make data-driven decisions, and take actions to create real impact.
I greatly admire leaders who lead by example, those who demonstrate hard work for their mission with integrity, empathy, and resilience in the face of challenges. A leader's ability to stay true to their values and inspire others to do the same is something I deeply respect and strive for in myself.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe the most needed leadership qualities are authenticity and empathy. You cannot possibly show empathy for anyone without first being your truest self. And recognizing and understanding the feelings and perspectives of those around you is what fosters supportive and collaborative connections.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe the most needed leadership qualities are self-awareness, respect, collaboration, and integrity. Every great leader knows we can't do this on our own. And these qualities are essential for every leader to stand side by side with leaders from the past and the present to make way for the leaders of the future.
In a continuous evolving world, I believe the most needed leadership qualities are adaptability, empathy, and vision. Adaptability helps leaders navigate change and uncertainty with confidence, whereas empathy fosters stronger connections with teams and allows leaders to understand and support the needs of others. Vision provides the clarity and direction to move forward, even in challenging times. Together, these qualities empower leaders to inspire growth, resilience, and innovation in their teams.
In an evolving world, I believe the most needed leadership qualities are promoting innovation, modernization, and learning to continuously make ourselves better, remembering that good ideas can come from people of all levels and backgrounds. At the same time, I think it's important that we are compassionate with those around us, making sure to connect with them as humans, especially in the face of uncertainty and change.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe the most needed leadership qualities are the ability to take in information and use that information to make an informed decision, humility to surround oneself with experts, and a fundamental allegiance to principles, because it is the principles we stand for, not a person, not a group, not a party, that make this country the great place that it is.
My favorite quote about leadership comes from Jacinda Ardern, the former Prime Minister of New Zealand. She said, "I refuse to believe that you cannot be both compassionate and strong." I think that really sums up how I seek to lead as my authentic self. Kindness is not weakness. You can care and empower others and still be a strong leader.
In a continuously evolving world, the most needed leadership qualities are courage, resilience, and innovation. Great leaders don't just react to change, they drive it. They inspire others, take risks, and turn challenges into opportunities. In times of uncertainty, these qualities define those who lead with impact and purpose.
Some of the most important leadership qualities are service, transparency, and humility. Also, good leaders look for ways to listen to, learn from, and encourage others. These qualities help create an efficient, positive, and successful environment where people are valued and truly contribute because they feel part of it and not because they're obligated to. Thank you.
Achieving long-term success often takes collaboration with others. Leaders realize we go so much further together than alone. If you want to go fast, you go alone. However, if you want to go far, you go together.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe the most important leadership qualities are empathy, understanding, creativity, strong communication, and an open mind.
My favorite leadership quote is, "The best way to predict the future is to create it," by Peter Drucker. And this resonates with me in a lot of ways because success isn't about luck, it's about effort. And when you really take control of creating that future, you inspire others to do the same. So I'm here to say, chase that dream, take that risk, because life moves fast and it waits for no one.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe the most needed leadership qualities are balancing human-centered solutions with AI-assisted decision-making. The future of leadership will require making the right moves for the people and the planet, and we need leaders who understand the real impact of those decisions, especially on marginalized communities, and take accountability for those decisions. But let's be real, AI is here and it's powerful. The best leaders just won't blindly follow technology, they'll balance AI with intuition, ethics, and efficiency.
The leadership qualities that I most admire in others are innovation, communication, and empathy. Innovation enables leaders to foster growth and embrace change. Communication builds trust through clarity and genuine connection. Empathy fosters a supportive environment where everybody feels appreciated and valued.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe the most needed leadership qualities are authenticity, empathy, and flexibility. Authenticity allows leaders to build trust and create a culture where people feel valued for who they truly are. Empathy ensures that leaders understand and connect with the needs of their team, fostering collaboration and resilience. And flexibility is essential as the ability to adapt to change, including in technology, ensures that challenges are addressed with creative solutions.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe the most needed leadership qualities are empathy, effective communication, adaptability, empowerment, visibility, and availability. These qualities are essential for leaders to effectively connect with their teams, navigate change, and foster an environment where individuals feel valued, supported, and motivated to do their best work.
My favorite leadership quote is a quote by Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek says that effective leadership is not about being in charge, but it's about taking care of those that are in your charge. I really like this quote because of its focus on people. The quote really highlights that effective leadership is really about helping those that you work with to be effective, to reach their potential, and to thrive.
I don't think leadership has anything to do with age or title. To me, it's about mindset. Robert Kennedy said this world demands of us the qualities of youth. Not a time of life, but a state of mind. A temper of the will, a quality of the imagination, a preponderance of courage over timidity. To me, great leaders embrace curiosity, remain persistent, and hold a vision that drives progress forward no matter their position.
My favorite leadership quote is "Everybody can be great because everybody can serve," from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I love this quote because it reminds me that anybody can be a leader who makes a difference, no matter their background, education, or financial status. As long as we are willing to put our boots to the ground and give of our talents, strengths, and hearts, we will lift up others and our communities will be able to thrive.
The leaders I admire most are ones who show grit, especially in the face of challenges. They persevere when the path isn't easy, staying focused on what needs to get done. Their resilience doesn't just drive results, it inspires others to do the same.
The leadership qualities I admire most in other people is empathy, vision, and the ability to adapt. I think with all those three, you can create a great leader that motivates people, thinks about their feelings, they're able to motivate them and think about the greater vision of the organization and where we want to go, and then being able to adapt to different problems and keeping sure everyone's on the same page.
What we need most are servant leaders who practice extreme ownership. Great leaders are not necessarily the ones who are right most often or the ones who speak the most. They are those who inspire and empower their teams, removing roadblocks and creating an environment where people can thrive. They take full responsibility for challenges and solutions, and defend, support, and elevate those around them, putting their people above themselves. By fostering radical candor, trust, and resilience, the leaders of tomorrow create high-performing teams ready to navigate any change.
In a continuously evolving world, I believe one of the most needed leadership qualities is collaboration. Leaders can make the best informative decisions when they utilize the knowledge and the power of members of their teams. The inclusion of diverse point of views can minimize not taking into account unforeseen results in decision-making. The result of being collaborative is that the entire team is involved from decision-making to executing the actions.
Leadership to me is about setting an example and inspiring others. And my favorite leadership quote is, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader." John Quincy Adams.
My favorite leadership quote is, "Leadership isn't about age, it's about impact. The world doesn't wait for permission to change, and neither should you." Because as someone who founded their nonprofit at the age of 14, I strongly believe that no matter your age, you have the power to make a difference. Thank you.